Yo, what up? It's Laura Homeboy, and this video is about women. Things to look for, indications of somebody who is not to be fucked with. Before I start this video, I need you guys to fucking add me on Periscope and all my other social media stuff, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, both my Facebooks, and the chat, all that shit. I did a fucking live broadcast. I got 5 people. I stopped it because everybody left because I was saying dumb shit. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so the first thing that you should take into consideration when you're choosing this woman is her friends. Do not be do not fucking try to start a romantic relationship with this woman if all her friends are uglier than her, are less attractive than her physically and on the inside, emotionally, personality wise. That can mean a lot of things. They're using their friends for their fucking good looks. A lot of fucking females do that shit. The opposite. See, me, if I was a female, I probably wouldn't do that. I don't fucking know. I don't have a woman's mind. But I was in a relationship with someone, and she kept sending me pictures of her with her friends, and I'm like, why are you always the prettiest one? Because she was always looking for the cockage. She was always waiting for niggas to come up to them, and for all them to turn around and they're like, oh, okay. You know, she has a pretty horrible fucking personality, but that first hook is gonna be the looks for a dude. Next would be a woman who doesn't take advice. That is always a good indicator. That is not always a good indicator, but it's something that you should definitely consider. Firstly, because if you try to get into a relationship with somebody, it's definitely a partnership. Me, I don't take advice, not very well. I take into consideration certain philosophies, but direct advice, unless you're giving me directions, then it just goes in one ear and out the other. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not relationship material. I'm just a bad person. I'm just kidding, that's not true. But just like how my cousin does, I'm on the phone with this cat. He's in my neighborhood. He was in Chicago. He wasn't in Jefferson Park yet. But it's fucking 3 streets to get there, and you make a laugh. I'm fucking telling this dude I'm on the computer looking at the shit. He was lost, obviously. So I'm giving him directions, and he was like, nah, the Puerto Rican lady on the corner just told me how to get there a different way. I was like, bro, you called me asking me for directions, and then you told me how to get there, and you're already lost. So I was like, alright, I'll see you when I see you, bro. And you got 2 different types of directions, and I hung up, whatever. And that dude, I don't fuck with him because that is exactly his mentality. That's the type of person that can't see, it's raining, and they don't have their glasses, and they don't drive as well as you. They don't know where the fuck you are. But you know where you are. You can drive better than them. You don't need glasses, and you can actually see. And they blame you because you missed the exit. And it just gets messy, you know. Next, okay, I was talking to D, my homeboy, about this, and I should actually make a video about this. You don't want to fucking fuck with somebody who is too. I am gonna make a fucking video about this. Number 1, too aggressive, and number 1, too thirsty. And there's 2 different things. There's 2 types of women. One type of woman is going to put the goodies out there. They're gonna fucking try to stimulate you sexually, maybe emotionally, intellectually, but they're gonna make you come up to them. Why? Because if they go up to you, they're a whore in their mind. And I don't fuck with females who think like that. This type of woman would rather pretend like they drop something, bend over, and then you walk up, introduce yourself, and then y'all get married. Nah, fuck that. Cleavage. I mean, everybody wants to be looked at, everybody wants to feel desired, but still, like, shit like that, that dry begging shit, that's dry begging, that's dry prostitution. Like I already explained before. The second one, now, I'm pretty sure this doesn't happen to a lot of men, a lot of people. A woman who just walks up, says three things to you, and asks you if you want to fuck. Straight up, just like that. That's just. That's too. First of all, that's dangerous. My grandmother always told me if it's free, run from it. I wasn't born in the fucking 50s, so I don't think like that. But it's just certain things that is just a little sketchy. Something's too easy. Something's too. I don't always equate easy with dangerous because I do a lot of things that are quick and they're easy and they have a lot of benefits. But nothing really ever bad happened to me. That actually happened one time. I was gonna make a video about that. I don't really care to talk about that anymore. It was a survey thing. I got the survey. It was the second part. I had to go to different restaurants and they took pictures of me at the restaurant. We almost got in trouble and put in danger. But I ended up making like $400 from this shit. $300 for me and $100 for Liz or some shit. But anyway, I am gonna make a whole video about that. But next, don't fuck with a female that's too impressionable. Not gullible, but I was messing with two females actually. One I don't really talk to. The other one I definitely don't talk to. But anything that would happen, she would bring it back to a third party who really didn't. And third parties usually don't know shit about the situation. Don't tell your whole fucking. You could tell your whole family. You could tell whoever the fuck you want. You got the First Amendment, whatever. But why you taking advice from people who never had a successful relationship in their goddamn life? You're giving your information half of the fucking story. There's my version, there's your version, and there's the truth. You're giving a third of the story, and they're giving you 100% of information, and they don't know shit about the goddamn situation, and you take that advice. That's just fucking dumb. That's like if you sit there and you tell me everything about this person's life, and I just automatically gather that they're an asshole. I don't know. I know that the version of you that you told me this person is a fucking asshole. But I had never met the motherfucker before. So, as far as people breaking up with me because their dad said they didn't think it was going to be a good relationship. Fucking their friends telling them because they have fucked up relationships and they listen to R&B all day and watch fucking goddamn Tyler Perry movies all day. You don't know shit. Like, those females don't need to be fucking talking to. That's the opposite side of doesn't take advice. Being too goddamn impressionable, have that middle ground, have that balance. Next, that ties into this next point. Believes in rumors. Rumors are for children and people with overactive fucking imaginations and that don't have shit to do with their goddamn creativity. You sit here and you believe in rumors like I just said. You sit here and you believe that girl's over there, her breath stinks because she's too poor to afford a fucking toothbrush. That's a fucking rumor. You never even met this bitch, so you want to think you know everything about the whole situation and her whole life. Her breath might stink because she got in a fucking accident and she has a dead tooth or something. I don't fucking know. She got in an accident and one of her organs is dying because she tried to save a baby out of a burning building or some shit, you know? And that might be the truth. But that's just a female that you don't need to be fucking with. Next, obsessed with their family. I understand that family's important. My family's not too important to me because they're a whole bunch of assholes and they fall under all of these fucking categories. Men and the women. But somebody who's obsessed with their family, I mean, being obsessed with a lot of things can be bad. Not everything. I already told you one of my favorite quotes. For you, everybody who's ever changed the world has been obsessed with something and become great at it. I'm not saying that you have to be, for me to be a rapper, a successful rapper, a successful YouTuber, I don't have to be obsessed with fucking YouTube, but it certainly would have a great impact in a positive way on my career with YouTube. But yeah, I guess. 3 more points. Somebody who has male friends only. If you have only male friends and only female friends as any gender, that's always bad. That means you have some kind of issues with one of your parental units. You have some kind of disconnect in your own uh, sexual energy as a spiritual being. You have some kind of disconnect. Women typically who only have male friends, not saying that they get dicked a lot, but females who have only male friends, they think they know everything about men. Yeah, I said some shit in front of females that I probably shouldn't say, or I give them advice that I probably shouldn't give them. But at the end of the day, a wolf is not gonna teach a fucking sheep how to run from a wolf. A goat is not gonna teach a lion how to catch goats. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be a separation. I'm not saying that women and men are predator and prey, but I'm just saying when it comes to certain relations, it's just not gonna be put out there. Certain things are not. I don't tell all my female friends all these stories. I don't have any female friends. I don't tell all. If I did, and when I did, I didn't tell them all these fucking raunchy ass sexual disgusting stories. I still treated them like they were a lady and a woman. They don't need to know all this shit about dudes because I don't want to fuck it up for the next dude that tries to fuck her unless I don't like that motherfucker. But you know, if a man has only female friends or only dude friends, and if a woman has too many or only male friends or only female friends, there's always going to be some kind of issue there, some kind of disconnect, and it's just something that you need to steer clear of, you know. The last thing is if it's too perfect too fast. Not saying I don't believe in love at first sight, but if you just want to marry this chick the first day that you meet her, or she says some shit like that, that's probably something that should be, most likely something that should be avoided, because decisions really take more time than that. In baseball, I watched a video where they said the batters don't swing at the ball. They swing, their brain makes calculations on the angle of how the pitcher throws the fucking ball. That's not your situation. That's just not how it is. That's not how it is. It's not physical. It's emotional and physical and spiritual and fate and destiny and all that fucking happy glittery shit. So that's it. That's all my indicators of what to avoid in the female, or the type of female to avoid. If they have, I would say 4 of these, that should be the boy to go home. Alright, it's your homeboy. Peace.